What's up, guys? Dan here from BeGameCharacter.com, and what will hopefully be our last Talking Heads Saturday video for a little while. I realize these have not been the most interesting video log posts, but I've been kind of preoccupied with other stuff lately, so hopefully after this weekend we should be getting back to some more interesting action-oriented stuff on our Saturday video posts. Tuesdays, Q&A Tuesdays, obviously will still be pretty talking headish. So today we're going to talk about eating, which is something we talk about pretty frequently. It is summertime, so everybody is looking to just cut down weight and get them abs showing and look all toned and sexy for the beach, which is awesome. That's cool. I mean, I am never going to actually begrudge somebody for having aesthetic reasons for getting in shape. I think it's perfectly valid to get in shape because you want to look good at the beach or in a swimsuit or whatever. So that's cool. But a lot of people go about this wrong. They do a bazillion crunches and then they're like, why don't I have abs yet? And as we all know already, abs are made in the kitchen. So food is the number one driver of what makes your abs look good. Now, of course, yes, you do need to exercise your abdominal muscles. So, you know, when you actually do cut that fat away, they look good. But, I mean, in the end, cutting the fat away depends less on how much abdominal work you do and what kind of food you eat. So, what a lot of people get hung up on is tracking calories and macronutrients, which of course is something that I advocate. Tracking your calories and your macros is the best way to lose weight, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's difficult. Like yesterday was my wife's birthday, and we had a fantastic time. We ate some yummy food and stuff like that, but I didn't make any of the food. I didn't prepare any of it. I have no idea what the ingredients went in. I can sort of estimate it, I suppose, but it's very difficult in those situations to track your calories and figure out what your macros are. You can estimate it, and you can get kind of close, but the fact is it's difficult. Same as if you go out to a restaurant, you go out to eat, and, you know, I hate the idea of restrictive dieting. I hate the idea of you can't eat that food because it's bad for you. I mean, I love food. I love eating. Eating is good. So, what I am a fan of is the idea of portion control and the idea of the kind of foods that you shoot for in the first place. All right. So, I mean, like yesterday, of course, it's her birthday. I wanted to have some cake. We actually had little cupcakes, and my mom, nice enough, actually made some healthy-ish cupcakes, like Weight Watchers cupcakes. So they were pretty good. But you know, instead of having like a whole big piece of cake, you can have a small piece of cake. That way you still have cake, you just have a little bit less. And if you giant cupcakes, you get this big, huge, like birthday cupcakes you can get places, cut one in half, split it with somebody, that's fine. But so portion control is really the name of the game. Eating less than you normally would. When you go out to eat, very often, at least in American restaurants, might be different abroad, but very often in American restaurants, when you go out to eat, you get appetizer, you get your entree, you get dessert. By the time you finish eating, you've eaten literally like 3 meals worth of calories. You don't realize it, but you've eaten like 3 meals worth of calories, and it's way more than you would ever eat if you weren't eating out. So a really great strategy is to have your waiter or waitress be like, when they first bring your stuff, be like, can you bring a box for me too when you bring the food out? You get your little to-go box then, and then what you do is you just cut half of your appetizer out and cut half of your entree out and just stick them in the box right away and put the box away, and there you've got food for tomorrow, and you don't end up overeating just because the food's in front of you. Because when food's in front of you and you're looking at it, you have a tendency to eat it. That's just human nature. You're like, I'll treat myself. So, but the upside of sequestering half away right away is that you get to have that yummy meal a second time. So, like, you're going out, you're having awesome food at the restaurant, you're eating well because you're eating less food, and on top of that, you get to have the same meal again the next day. And I realize leftovers are almost never quite as good, but still, it's pretty damn good. So, restaurant quality food 2 days in a row, you can't beat that. And on top of that, helps you lose weight, get those abs for the beach. So that's a great restaurant strategy. A great strategy, regardless of where you go, is to steer clear of stuff that's really heavy in cheese and really heavy in dairy, and also stuff that's really heavy in carbohydrates. Not that carbohydrates are bad, but the fat is very nutrient dense, and carbohydrates tend to be served in huge portions. Like when you get a pasta, at a restaurant, like with chicken on top or whatever, chicken usually comes in a relatively normal serving size. Your pasta is like 4 servings of pasta, and you don't realize it because they put it in those big bowls, whatever. So generally, if I'm eating out or if I'm eating at a friend's house or something like that, I'll just I shoot for just proteins and veggies, all right? And, I mean, you don't have to be super restrictive. Like I said, I hate restrictive dieting. If you want to go for the carbs, it's fine. Just remember to eat less, all right? And when you're shooting for like your veggies and your protein, I mean, you don't have to go crazy. I mean, you don't have to be like, okay, I want like boiled chicken and bring me steamed vegetables with no flavorings on them. Like, you can get stuff that tastes good. You just have to be, I mean, don't get like, if you're going to get the chicken and the cream sauce with the pasta under it and the, grated cheese over the top, maybe do a third of that and pack the rest of it away. So it's all about a combination of being smart when you order stuff or being smart when you eat somewhere and controlling your portions when you get there. Realize that, the palm of your hand, like this right here, that's a serving size of meat, okay? 1 cup of rice, a single cup of rice, that's a serving size of rice. That's like 250 calories, depending on what kind of sauces they put in it. Just 1 cup. I mean, think about how big 1 cup is. My fist is bigger than a cup, okay? So think about those serving sizes and those portions when you're eating, and also think about what you're shooting for. I mean, you go out, you can be like, well, listen, I really like chicken Alfredo, but I also want to eat a lot of food tonight. And I know if I get the chicken Alfredo, I'm going to eat like 8 servings of pasta and like 4 servings of cream and cheese, and then there's the chicken on top of that. So I get the chicken Alfredo. Or also that, spicy grilled chicken with the sauteed veggies and the caramelized onion sauce, that sounds really good too. So either one is good. I'm going to go with the grilled chicken because, holy cow, that still sounds just as delicious, and it's probably like a third of the calories. And you got straight veggies, so you're getting tons of vitamins, and you're still getting your fiber, you're getting your carbs, you're getting all your good stuff there. So really, when eating out or when eating, over at a friend's house or when you're having your parents cook for you or something like that if you're a kid, it really comes down to just portion control and steer yourself towards smarter options. If you don't mind eating a little bit of food, then you can steer yourself towards less smart options. You can go for the heavy cream, go for whatever, just to eat a very little amount of it. If you want to eat a whole bunch of food, I love to eat a lot of food, go for the, bulk options. Like, I mean, you can get a giant bowl of vegetables with chicken on top and a cup of rice, and it's like 500 calories, and you're getting like that much food. Also, keep in mind that things can be deceptive when you go out to, like one of those, lunch eatery place, and you get like the superfood salad where it's like, oh, it's a salad, it's good for you. But that salad has like 3 cups of pecans in it. And yeah, you got your lettuce in there, which is good, and you got all your greens and stuff like that, but it's also got avocado. And not that avocado and pecans are bad for you, but they are super calorie dense. So in the end, that salad can end up being like more calories than like a Big Mac. Now, of course, it's still more nutrient dense. It's better for you, but again, portion control. Think about them portions and think about, the actual caloric value. Nuts are very high in calories. Avocado, very high in calories. Both really good for you, but just small portions. Now, this strategy is one of the strategies that I discuss in the Care and Feeding of You, so that's a great book to pick up if you want to go check it out on the blog, or just go grab How to Be a Game Character, the whole book. That's good too. That comes with the Care and Feeding of You, as well as RPG Fitness, Choose Your Class, Potions and Power-Ups, the full suite. But that's just one of the strategies I talk about in there, so if you like this, you'll love the rest of the book too. So that's it for today. I hope everybody has a happy Memorial Day weekend for those that are celebrating. If you're out of the country, obviously not really a holiday for you, but I'm going to be at the beach, so that'll be fun. I'll see you again on Tuesday with Q&A Tuesday. Monday's new character. Go vote in the poll. And next Saturday, we should be doing something a little more fun for our Saturday video, all right? So, as always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome.